Mark here for Unoriginal Noobs, here in Minecraft doing part 1 of a multi-part series where I show you how I built every redstone function that operates in my epic multiplayer minecart station, which I did not make alone. I had Ripperboy with me to build the station and I did all the mechanics. Anyway, what you see in front of me is the GUI the player sees when selecting a track. And I'm going to show you how to build all of this. I'm assuming that some of you want to build as I go along, so at intervals I will position my player in areas where you can see the entire device so you can build it. Also, I highly recommend being creative or having too many items, and I highly recommend single-player commands to copy and paste the selections or sections. The command for copying in single-player commands is // copy, and the paste command is // paste. Also, all pistons used are sticky pistons. Now, let's begin. First off, there are two input models. This one is model 1, and this one is model 2. You can see the difference in the back section of them. For people who want to start building right away, you can go ahead and start by building a model 1. Now, you can go ahead and build a model 2 right beside it. Then, you can go ahead and build another model 1 right beside that model 2. Now, you should have something that looks like this, where you have a model 1, a model 2, and a model 3. A model 1. Sorry, we have model 1, 2, and then 1 again, so it should look like this all around. We're going to call this model 3. Now, you can go ahead and copy model 3 4 times beside it, so you have 5 model 3s side by side. It should look like this. This can be lengthened or shortened, however, you must end in the same model you started. So if this end is model 1, then that means this end will have to also be model 1, or else it will not work. Also, if you lengthen it past 15 blocks, then you have to come up with your own reset lines, because this is the reset line down here. But if it's longer than 15 blocks, then the redstone current won't make it to some of the other selections. But however, if you shorten it, then the reset lines will work and the timing system will not have to change. Then what you want to do is you want to find these repeaters right here, and you want to delay them all 1 tick. That is these repeaters right here. Okay. For the next step, everything I add, I will put in gold blocks. The next part is adding pistons for the glass and floor. You'll see what I mean later. Here's what it should look like coming off a model 1 input. And here's what it should look like coming off a model 2 input. The next section will be adding the track pistons. Do not build the gold section on top, just from the glowstone block and to the right. The other gold blocks from this glowstone to the left are just there to show you the distance you'll need and what to make room for later. Here's what it should look like on a model 1 side. Here's what it should look like on a model 2 side. And here's a back view of it. And here is a top view of it. Okay, now you can take that and stack it a whole bunch of times over all your inputs, and then you can add one gold. Well, I used the gold. You can add a gold sheet across here, and now we're going to add timing systems and input systems onto that. So what you want to do is from each corresponding input, you want to add a different combination of repeaters, redstone, and blocks. And yes, the blocks do need to be there. So starting from the very right side, you want to go over here, and I'll just pan by them so that you can see what I have, and then you can just copy them. So here's from very right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know what's on. It's just because I have that track selected. It should not be on if you haven't selected a track yet. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Right, if you want to test to make sure your device works, you can select a track, and then if you follow that line down, the piston behind it should be pulled up. If you have selected a track that has a piston closer to the inputs, then there should be 2 pistons retracted. That is correct. That is not a mistake. Also, then if you come in here, your selected track should have all the pistons retracted, and then if you power it from the end here, if you power the back end, all these pistons should extend up to the point of your selected track. If this is correct, then you have done this correctly thus far. The next part is adding in the pistons for the glass and the rails. So what you want to do is you want to add 2 gold blocks thickness right here off these pistons. Then you want to add a row of blocks on top, then another row of blocks here, sticky pistons here with glass underneath of them, 2 thick row of blocks here with rails on top of them. Then you want to add repeaters along this row, repeaters along this row, and redstone along this row. Now it's time to test. So to test this, you want to select an input, of course, and then make sure it's all working by coming here and making sure that that block is pulled out. Now, if you add an input into the very back section, all the rails should extend up to your selected destination. Then, you want to power the glass. Then the glass should be retracted up to the point of your selected destination. Then, to pull them back, simply deselect the very back section, then power or unpower the glass, then repower the glass, and then unpower it again. If this is all working for you, then congratulations, you have just successfully built the Epic Minecart Station 15-track selector. In the next tutorial, I'll be showing you how to make the destination selector, or the departure, I'll be showing you how to make the departure system in the next video. See you in the next video.